on the piano. Let's hear it for his brand new baby son, Walter Jude, born 7 days ago, right?
8 days ago?
8 days ago?
Yeah. Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
We dedicate this show to Walter Jude.
That's right.
The newly hatched.
That's right. Hey, Walter Jude, I'm just making this quote up as I go. Don't make it bad.
Make it Jude.
Yeah, make it Jude. Finish the rest yourself.
Yeah.
But we're very happy for him because this is his first time out of the, as he calls it, the chrysalis of that birthing period. Some of you know what I'm talking about. Yeah?
It's true.
How does it feel to now that the afterbirth is off of you?
That's right. Layers, thick layers.
And how does it feel to be in public again?
It's a little weird. It's good though. It's really good.
It's really great to have you here. I'm so glad that you could make it. Ladies and gentlemen, Josh Radnor. Oh my God.
Oh, thanks. Thanks for coming. I just want to introduce my good friend Dion Flynn.
Oh my God! You're kidding me! Get out of here!
I didn't get the memo that we were wearing our theater blacks. Is what I said when I saw
That's
Dion.
right. I wore my theater blacks,
Yeah.
Josh Radnor.
And as I also told him, Dion's one of my favorite theater blacks. That guy's racist.
So look, we do this silly thing. We do it all the time. We do it. Some would say compulsively. We do it. It's not sex. I mean, I don't want because I see that you're going. What is that you're talking about? We do this thing with each other that we've been doing for years.
Since the 90s.
Yeah, that's a long time.
Anyone remember? Yeah.
Somebody said boo. Did you say ooh? Ooh or boo? I thought somebody booed the 90s. Did you boo the 90s, Dalton? It was a bad decade.
Hey, Dalton.
We do this weird word game. You know what? We'll do it first, and then we'll tell you what it is and what it isn't. I guess there's a couple of rules that you might...
Yeah, we'll lay out some ground rules.
All right.
We just invented this game because we were in grad school together at NYU. And we were losing our minds a bit. It was our second year. We were a mess.
We were a mess. Grad school at NYU, for those of you that don't know, it's a very elite acting program.
It's really hard to get into.
Really hard to get into.
Yeah.
Like thousands of people.
And
Hundreds of
not
thousands.
even 1,000, but listen.
Probably around 800 people audition every year to try to get in. And we were 2 of 20 people that got into our class.
18 or 17. We
17.
lost one along the way.
God bless. No, he quit. He quit. He didn't die.
It was a woman. I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm talking about Chuma.
Oh, that was the first guy we lost, but then
Thank
Sarah
you
we
very
lost.
much. Where were you?
Who here went
back?
to the NYU graduate acting program?
Anybody?
Yes, look, we have. All right.
Some of our dear friends are here tonight,
Yeah.
and we're happy about that.
Sorry about your seats. We didn't know anyone to get you down here.
So we're in this program, which we think we're just, whatever, the kings of the world when we got in there. You know,
When we got in.
Yeah, you
literally thought you were the king of the world.
I thought, but you felt lucky to be in there,
Oh,
didn't you?
for sure. It was an amazing place and time, and yeah.
It was great, and so you're bored, but you're there all the time. My friend Darren, is he here? Yeah. Darren, I figured it out. It's like 6,500 hours of training over the course of 3 years. That's a lot, everybody. That's the point. That's the point I'm trying to make. So you're in there. My point is, you're in there in this insular.
13,000 hours of training on this stage right now, about to deliver you a game that has no useful social meaning, or will help no one.
Oh, I thought you were saying our opening was long. I thought you were saying 13,000 hours of intro. Anyway.
We did talk about doing no intro, and now this is by far the longest intro we've ever done.
Well, if you haven't figured it out, we like to talk. You know what I mean? It comes
when you're as trained as us.
When you can cut those words with those articulators, the way that we were trained to do.
Yes.
And you often give over to do that. Here we go. We're just going to do it. It's okay in clanging to repeat the same line back to each other.
It's basically a verbal tennis match, right? So we're going to get a word from you. You're going to toss the word to him. He's going to toss it back. But
Do you
with
remember my
slight
name?
changes.
Did you remember
I'll
my name?
get it. I'll remember it. Slight changes back and forth. It's entirely okay to repeat what you've heard. That's an acceptable clang maneuver. What you do not want to do is drop the ball.
Never.
Never.
No, you don't want to do that.
So,
the consequences will
are
never be
dire.
the same.
Yeah.
For those of you that get that.
All right.
Reference.
So this is what clanging looks like. Can we have a word?
Yeah.
Sidewalk is a great one. Sidewalk.
Sidewall.
Hey, let me show you that sidewall.
Hey, can I interest you in some sidewall?
Hey, I've got a sidewalling business.
Hey, I just opened up a sidewalling business.
Hey, I've got this side-folding business.
Hey, I just got this side folding business. Do you want your side folded?
Hey, I'd like to fold your hide.
Hey, I'd like to fold your hide.
Hey, I'd like to fold you and hide.
Hey, I'd like a couple Folgers and some high.
Hi, you don't realize we've replaced your high with some Folgers.
Hey, Stoner, you don't realize, but we've replaced your marijuana with some psilocybin.
Hey, Stoner, psilocybin?
Hey, hey, Stoner, still named Simon?
Hey, there's my Stoner friend, Simon.
Hey, there's my big fat Stoner friend, Simon.
Whoa, looks like Stoner Simon gained a little weight.
Whoa, Simon, looked like you put on a little weight.
Hey, Simon, lay back on the Folgers, he gained a little weight.
Hey, Simon, might want to drink a little Folgers, eat a little less ice cream if you get my meaning.
Simon, drop the ice cream and pick up the Folgers.
Hey, Simon, drop the rope. We're not going to fight over this anymore.
All right, Simon, drop the soap.
Okay, Simon, welcome to prison. Can you hand me that soap?
Hey, Simon, welcome to prison. I think you'll find there's a lot of soap here.
Simple Simon met a rapist going to the fair.
Simple Simon met a rapist going to the fair.
Psilocybin is a rapist of the mind in a way.
Psilocybin is a has a rapier wit.
Oh my God. Rapier wits. I'd have to go back to my good friend Psilocybin.
To find a true rapier wit, you have to go all the way back to psilocybin.
Oh, so you'd have to go back to my favorite movie, probably still in Silence of the Lambs.
My favorite movie is still Silence of the Lambs.
My favorite movie, still Silence of the Lambs.
My favorite movie, Silence. We're watching some lambs.
Silence! Silence! My favorite film is on.
Silas! Your favorite film is on.
Silas! Your favorite film is on.
Silas Marner, my least favorite book adaptation.
Silas Marner, my least favorite film adaptation.
My least favorite film adaptation would have to be Silas Marner.
My niece adaptation just left her copy of Silas Marner.
My niece, Silas Marner, just left her husband, Ollie Hensworth.
At least Silas Marner didn't leave Sherman Hemsley.
At least Sherman Hemsley had read Silas Marner.
At least, Chris Hemsworth, you could have prepared for the role by reading Sherman Hemsley.
The least Liam Hemsworth could have done was read Sherman Hemsley's memoirs.
If you're going to play Sherman Hemsley in the biopic, Chris Hemsworth, the least you could have done was read Silas Marner.
In a classic bit of miscasting, Chris Hemsworth is to play Sherman Hemsley.
In a classic bit of flimflammery, Chris Hemsworth picked up the pants of Sherman Hemsley.
In a classic bit of chicanery, Chris Hemsworth got his pants Hemsleyed.
This is a classic piece of sugar canery, and I'm going to put it in your tea, Hemsley.
I'd like what you call a classic Hemsley, extra sugar.
I'd like a classic Hemsley, please, extra sugar.
I'd like a classic Hemsley, easy on the sugar.
I'd like a classic Ainsworth, please, easy on the heavy.
Easy there, heavy. I'm Mr. Ainsworth.
Hey, easy there, heavy anus. I'm Mr. Butterworth.
Easy there, heavy Bunworth. You're messing with the wrong anus.
Listen here, messy anus. You're messing with the wrong Butterworth.
Listen here, missy. Hand over the butterscotch and drop your anus.
Drop the Uranus Act, okay? I know you're not a planet. Now give me the butter.
This is the False Planets Convention, and you're not welcome here, Uranus.
Oh, you're a miserable little dwarf, Pluto.
You're nothing but a little dwarf planet, Pluto.
You're nothing but a dwarf planet, Pluto.
You've been dwarfed, Pluto.
You've been dwarfed, Pluto.
You've been dwarfed, Polo.
You've endured, Pulo.
You've been dwarfed, Polo.
You've endured polo. Now let's play some tennis.
I've got endorphins going from all the polo and tennis.
My head is flooded with endorphins. You've been running me around the polo grounds here.
I can't get enough of these endorphins. It always happens when I run around
can't
the
get
polo
these
grounds.
orphans off of me at the polo grounds.
What? When did the polo grounds become a receptacle for orphans?
I mean, I know we have money, but my God, these orphans running around. How can anyone play?
How can we afford this many orphans? It's time for polo.
It's not my responsibility to train these orphans how to play polo.
It's not my responsibility to buy polos for all these orphans.
My God, I have to buy how many polo shirts, you said, for those orphans?
There aren't enough polo shirts in all of Florendia to put them on these orphans.
And that's enough.
And that's what happens.
That's Eli, take it. Let's have Eli do a little. Oh, got it.
We didn't do a warm-up clang backstage, so you just saw our warm-up.
That was our
clang.
warm-up clang.
Yeah.
Which promises you that it's going to get much hotter in here, bitches. Bitches.
If you thought that was...
So let's just tell you a little bit of story. So, who were we before we came to NYU together? Who comes together to do this acting thing? I was the only brown kid in my trailer park, and I eventually learned, well, the early skills that I learned were compulsive masturbation, lots of eating, and drug use. So that was, I went to the Army, and I was older than the other students when I got there. So I had scars from life on me when I arrived, and saw all these fresh-faced lads and lasses. And I walk in and I see my good friend. He wasn't a good friend at the time. I couldn't fucking stand up most of the time because I was drunk.
Yeah.
No.
See, Dion always thinks he had a rough childhood, but I always try to remind him, imagine, if you will, growing up upper middle class in a loving two-parent household in Bexley, Ohio, and you will know suffering. That's where I grew up. So I didn't grow up in a trailer park. I grew up in a nice house with some parents and two sisters. Fell in love with acting, ended up at NYU after college. And we met in, what, 1996?
Well, what happened? Yeah, in school. We came to school in 1996, came to New York City. And I was, like I said, 3 or 4 years older. And I looked a little bit worse for wear at the time, you know. I mean, I'm getting younger, actually.
You do look younger than you did.
He always says that,
Yeah,
and I
yeah,
appreciate
yeah.
that. At this age, I always tell everybody I look like if Barack Obama had a baby with the Grinch. And they love it. They usually laugh. But anyway, he could see in me, he came to me. Do you want to tell this? I will let him tell this.
Well, you give it up and I'll say the line.
Well, oh, yeah, okay. He came to me one day. He was, in with the students, and we're all mixing and mingling. The 18, 19, or 20 of us are mixing.
Depending on the day.
Depending on the day. He comes to me and he goes, hey, man, can we go to the park, Washington Square Park? I just want to talk to you about something. You seem like the kind of guy who I could go to with this thing. I thought he was going to tell me.
Wait, what story are you telling?
Which one are you telling? Which one are you telling?
I was telling you you used your powers for good.
Oh, God!
You were going to tell that story?
Yes!
Why would you tell that story?
Because I'm not going to tell it. I thought he was going to say the line. I thought you were going to say the line you asked me. No, here's why I thought that story was okay.
Ridiculous that you thought that would be an okay story to tell.
Listen.
That's unbelievable that you think that would be a good story to tell.
I cleared it.
Dion has a problem with discretion because he tells everyone everything, so he thinks that, like, everyone should know everything. Like,
it's true. I have no boundaries when it comes to, like, truth stuff. I mean, I had a weird relationship with my...
I'm hyperventilating that you were about to tell that story.
I'm not going to tell it. You're going to do it if you want to. I just want to say for my own thing, I tried to clear this story with him earlier this week, and he said to me, why? And then he said, but the thing is, it's, at the end, you were like, it wasn't, and it didn't end up being an issue. Remember?
It was negative.
So he says, I'll let him tell you if you want.
Yeah.
He comes to me, he goes, no, you're really not going to do it.
No, we're not telling you.
All right,
We're not telling you.
Forget it. So anyway, suffice it to say,
Yeah.
we're not teasers up here. We're not story teasers, okay? No, it's...
My freak out over the story is far more entertaining than the actual story would be, just so you know, you're getting the better version.
You really should let me tell it, because you look great in it. You look great in the story.
Now I'm not sure that we're telling the same story.
And I started mocking you a little bit. And you were like, and you got checked or whatever. I don't know what happened, but you didn't have it.
We can't tell it.
Okay. But anyway, I thought
my God.
Okay, so moving on. Back to clanging. So after that bonding, just pretend like you heard that story. After that,
We were much closer.
we were much closer. We were much closer. You know what? Actually, that is the best way to tell that story. From now on, it should always be where you stop me in the middle, and it will just script it, and it'll all just be phony from now on at the other shows. You guys got the real one.
No, that was scripted. I can blush on cue.
Yeah.
I'm that good.
No, that was great, man. That was good. That was some of your best moments.
Yeah. So why don't we tell them? You want to tell them how this started?
Well, we're backstage, and I had a black glove. It was O.J. Simpson had just happened, so black guys were carrying around gloves, and stuff, whatever. Solidarity, you know what I mean? It was a take on this.
I remember it as a dainty little ladies' glove.
I remember it as a big masculine double homicide glove.
Little glove you've ever seen.
And so we're backstage. Well, you got to remember, we're learning to speak in this very false way at school, because your diction and all that I covered before, and we're sort of becoming these characters who are walking straighter, and our chins are in weird places. And we're finishing our sentences. And we begin to sort of mock this and parody it backstage, some of us.
Dion said something funny to me years later that he found an audio recording of him before he went to NYU, and he was like, I could understand every word. Like, he thought that he had only learned how to speak once he got to NYU, like, intelligibly at all.
No, but it is true. They did help me. They helped me a lot, with the drugs and everything. No. So I slapped Josh in the face.
Yeah.
I said, not just out of the blue. I mean, I said, what if I challenge you to a duel? That's what it was. I challenge you to a duel. And I went, whoosh. And he took the glove.
I said, I challenge you to, and he said, well, change the word a little bit. I was like, I challenge you to a duo.
And history was born. So we went back. But what we realized, at that moment we didn't realize it, but as we've gone on in our lives and sort of developed spiritually, as we all are collectively as a world, being in the moment, that glove makes you arrive at the moment, the present moment. And so you don't really have time to worry about stuff. You have to just listen to the line and then do something. So it's very pleasing to be in this state, so much so that we would do this backstage, and this little, beautiful black girl in our class, Pascal Armand,
Right here? No.
was watching us very intently, like she was watching a tennis match or something,
Yeah, back and forth. Never laughed.
Never laughed.
Didn't find it funny.
Didn't find it funny.
Just found it hypnotic.
And she was enthralled. And we thought to ourselves, wow, you know what, maybe there's something, to this. Maybe you could have people watch it.
We didn't think that for 15 years.
It took 15 years.
So no, that
for us to
revelation
even
came
try
15 years
that
later.
bullshit.
Yeah.
And we tried it a couple times, and
Yeah. It's gone well before.
yeah, it's gone well before.
Now, but the other thing is, we've been doing this compulsively. So if we call each other or see each other, if we're in the same town together, because I now live in Los Angeles, we will find time to clang for a really long, creepily long time.
Right.
We'll record them and send them to each other.
That's right.
We also, when we're not talking, we text clang back and forth daily. Now, text clanging is different because you have time to think about it, so it's a little more writerly.
Right.
And right.
That's right. And there's a lot of rules to that. There's a lot of little secret codes and stuff. It's really gay, the whole thing.
So throughout our day, no matter what we're doing, we're sending stuff back and forth to. I don't know what you're doing during your day. You don't generally know what I'm doing.
No, I don't know. Even after you tell me, a lot of times I can't piece it together. It doesn't make a lot of sense. But I do know this much. I know that in the beginning, I didn't know how to have like normal conversations. Joshua and I would talk on the phone, and I would just be like, let's just clang. No, I had to, because I didn't know how to like be close or not, So he indulged me, He was like, okay, let's do it. I had a spiritual teacher who told me, he said, yes, this thing you do. He was the one that named it. He said, yeah, it's called clanging. Schizophrenics do it all the time. I was like, what? He was like, yeah, everybody knows that. Schizophrenics do it. It's called clanging. Look it up. I was like, oh, my God. So, I mean, he won't cop to the diagnosis, but I think I think it's we're a little obsessive, right? Well, you'll admit to that now, that you have a little bit of OCD stuff, right?
Well,
No, I mean, just in general, like, not really.
Yeah.
Like, I have hospitalizable OCD.
I can dip in and out of it by choice. Right. It's a choice.
It's not for me. I mean, I'm talking assless gown and paper shoes. Levels of compulsion over on this side of the tennis net. All right, so the best way to just cleanse the palate is for us to just do what we do best, to stop this fucking endless story and clang a little bit, okay? So let's have something, some sort of emotional phrase from you that like means something. It could be a phrase, it could be a word, it could be anything, like something that's really like in your heart, like something you feel like needs to be said in the room.
You just fart and take your passes.
How I make your mother? My wrist hurts.
Moist.
Get out of my house!
Okay. There's a whole bunch of them. Which one did you like?
I like to get out of my house, or what a feeling.
Okay. Well, what a feeling, get out of my house. Okay, we take you now to what a feeling, get out of my house.
Returning. Ah, what a feeling. Get out of my house.
What a feeling. Now, get out of my house.
What I'm feeling, that one's on the house.
The way I'm feeling about you, I need you to leave my house.
The way I'm feeling about you, get off my property.
Oh, what? The way I feel about you? Get off my property.
The way I feel tonight, not coming to your property.
The way I feel tonight, not a part of my song properties.
The way I feel tonight, I'm missing my props.
Oh, the way I feel tonight, I'm missing my problems.
The way I feel tonight, I'm problem-free.
Oh, I feel problem-free tonight.
I'm problem-free tonight.
I'm problem-free tonight.
I'm probably free tonight.
I'm probably not free tomorrow night.
I'm probably not going to eat Fritos tonight, but I will tomorrow.
I probably won't eat Fritos while you're here, but after you go, I will.
Not Fritos in front of you, it's my great shame.
The last thing in the world I would do is eat Cheetos in your presence.
The last thing I would do, the world I would do is eat Cheetos on your hair.
The world I would do, the Cheetos I wouldn't.
What I wouldn't do for some Cheetos and you.
Oh, would that I were a Cheeto.
Would that I had some wood for some Cheetos.
Would that I had just a little bit of wood to give you for those Cheetos.
Oh, would you please spare me at least one Cheeto?
Sir, could I please have a Cheeto? I have some wood.
Sir, here's some wood and a cheat sheet.
Oh, sir, here's the cheat sheet. Here's your wood. Now can I come in?
Sir, here's your wood and your cheat sheet, and you can't come in.
Sir, here's your wood and your cheat sheet back.
Sir, here's your wood and your cheat sheet.
Sir, here's your Chichi Rodriguez Rock Club back.
Herb, here's your chimichanga and your rock club.
Oh, here's it. Number 32, Rock Club and Chi-Chi's.
Here, number 32, we got Chi-Chi.
Oh, number 32, is that you? Can I see number 33?
Number 33, we've got a Chi-Chi on our hands.
Number 33, that's a Chi-Chi's on your hands.
Number 33, you're up.
Number 33, you're up.
Number 33 is going to Europe.
Number 3, there's a war in Europe.
Number 33, there's a war in Europe.
Number 33 here.
Number 33 here.
Number 33 here.
I've never been 33 here.
Well, you can look at it this way. I've never been 33 here.
I've never been 33 here.
Okay, so I've never been 33. Now, there.
Okay, so I went from 32 to 34. Who cares?
Okay, so I went from 33 to 37. Who's counting?
So who cares? I've had 35 birthdays in 35 days.
Who cares? Who gives a shit? I've had 35 beers. What are you going to do, sue me?
What are you going to sue me for beers?
What, are you going to shoot me for beers?
What, are you going to shoot me for having a beer?
Oh, what are you going to do? Shoot me and take my beer stocks?
Oh, what are you going to do? Shoot me like a bear just for having some stocks?
Oh, what are you going to do? Put me in the stocks and stick your electric bear loose on me?
What are you going to do? Stick me in the stocks and stick your electric bear lunch on me?
Oh, what are you going to do? Stick me in the stocks and do electric ladyland on me?
What do you think I'm going to do? Play electric boogaloo on you?
What do you think I am, Mayor of Boogaloo?
What do you think I am, Mayor of Boogaloo Town?
What do you think I am, the mayor of Boogaloo Town?
What do you think I am, the mayor of Hoo-Hoo Town?
What do you think I am, the mayor of Hoo-Hoo Town?
What do you do? Who dad made you mayor of Hoo-Hoo Town?
Well, what the fuck? Who died and made you queen of Mayor Tutu Town?
Who died and put the queen in a tutu?
Oh my God, the queen has died. Someone's put her in a tutu.
Oh my God, the queen is dead. Let us have a moment of silence and all wear tutus.
The queen. Oh, my God, the Queen is dead. Long live her tutu.
The Queen is dead. Tutu on display from 12 to 6.
The Queen's tutu is no longer on display, so you should have been here at 6.
Freddie Mercury's tutu will be only showing until 6.
Well, Mr. Mercury, it looks like your tutu's showing.
Well, Mr. Mercury, it looks like your Mercury's a little high. How odd.
Well, welcome to the hospital, Mr. Freddie Mercury. Looks like the mercury in your thermometer's a little high. I'm sorry for joking so much. It's a thing I've been working on.
Well, Freddie Mercury, the mercury poisoning was probably a bit of a shock.
No. That's a little bit, I'm sorry, we didn't mean to laugh. It's just ironic that Freddie Mercury is dying of mercury poisoning.
Freddie Mercury, don't worry, you're not dying of mercury poisoning.
Mr. Mercury, Mr. Mercury, you're not dying of food poisoning. You're dying of a gunshot wound.
Mr. Mercury, how did you get your gunshot wound?
Mr. Mercury, how did you get your feet so clean?
Mr. Mercury, please wash my feet.
Oh, Mr. Mercury, please wash my feet.
Old Mr. Mercury and his feet washing booth.
Oh, we have a lot of things here. We have Mr. Mercury, for example, in his foot washing booth.
Mr. Mercury in his foot washing booth.
Mr. Mercury in his foot washing boots.
Mr. Mercury back in his old fishwife boots.
Oh, Mr. Mercury's old fishwife boots.
Mr. Mercury's old fishwife boots.
Oh, we're fishing for the old fishwife who.
Don't fish for any more compliments, Mr. Mercury.
Don't Mr. Fishwife.
Mr. Fishwife, it doesn't behoove you to behave like an idiot.
It doesn't behoove any of us for you to behave like an ass.
It doesn't behoove any of us to use the word ass to describe him.
I didn't use the word ass when I described him.
You could have asked to describe me.
You could have asked me how best to describe me.
You could have asked, who better to describe me than me? Why didn't you ask?
Who knows me better than me? You should have called me before you described me.
Who could talk a sketch artist through my features better than me? You should have asked me.
Are you kidding me? I'm the man on the lam. I should have described myself to the sketch artist.
Your description of me to the sketch artist made me look ridiculous.
Your description of me in that when I robbed you and you described me to the sketch artist, you described me very accurately. Now they're arresting me. Thank you.
The prescription you gave me for the sketch artist was entirely wrong.
The prescription you just gave me, doctor, was wrong.
The prescription you gave me will hurt me.
The prescription that you gave will hurt me.
The prescription you gave with all the woo-woo instructions didn't help me.
Listen here, witch doctor. All your woo-hoo doesn't hurt me.
Listen, all your woo-woo Eastern ways, it's been helping.
Great, Mr. Witch Doctor and all of his. Can I have another one of those things here?
Oh, Mr. Witch Doctor, if you wouldn't mind, another one of those little, yes, those.
The Witch Doctor, little yellow pill, please.
Witch Doctor and Witch Pill.
Which doctor were we talking to?
Which doctor was the one giving out the free pills?
Which of the doctors was the one giving out the free pills?
I'm looking for the doctor who's real easy with the pills.
I'm looking for the doctor who writes the scripts.
I'm looking for the script doctor, if you know what I'm saying.
I'm looking for the script daddy, if you know what I'm saying.
I need a little script daddy.
Oh, I need a little script spelling bee, if you know what I mean.
I need a little scripts in my spelling bee.
Oh, I need a little scripts in my spelling bee, kids.
I need a little crips in my spelling bee, kids.
Oh, I need a little crips in my blood bee, kids.
I need a little crips in the blood bank, kid.
Oh, I just made a deposit in the old blood bank, kids.
I just made an old deposit in the kid bank bloods.
Oh, look. I just got back from the senator's office and just made an old kickback in the drop bank blood.
I just made a kickback to Senator Drop Bank.
I just dropped back and punched Senator Cockback.
Senator Cockback, put your cockback.
Senator Cockback, Senator Cockback, please give up the floor and put your cock back.
Senator Cockback, there's no reason to talk back.
Senator Blockback, there's no reason to get shock tanked.
Senator Cockblank, there's no reason to piss off Chuck Todd.
Senator Cockblank, I think your cock is shooting blanks.
Senator Blank Shoot, we all know how you got that name.
Senator Blank and Shoot,
Senator, blankets, and here's your rifle.
Oh, Senator Blankenship shot.
Senator Blankenshoot shot.
Senator Blankenship shot.
Senator Black in the shoes.
Senator, you're a little black in the shoes.
Senator, you're a little black in the shoes if you get me.
Senator, you're a little black in the shoes.
You're a little, those are not those brown shoes you want.
Senator, those shoes are not the brown you're looking for.
Senator, you think those aren't brown shoes?
Senator, you always talk about your brown shoes, but those aren't brown.
You always talk about getting a gang of brown shirts together, Senator. I think this is our moment.
Senator, in your press conference, you spoke of getting a group of brown shirts together. I think you lost some voters.
Senator, perhaps the least popular buzzword of this campaign season is brown shirts.
Senator, so you want my honest feedback on your slogan, brown shirts. Brown shirts, brown shirts.
Brown shirts, and brown shirts. We're the law firm you want.
Hello, brown shirts, and brown shirts.
Hello, brown shirt, and brown shirt.
Hello, brown shirt, and brown shirt.
Hello, brown shirt, and Goldman.
Hello, bouncer, and Bull Black.
Hello, bouncer, Goldback, and Boldstein.
Hey, hello here, bouncer, Gold Black, and Goldblatt.
Hi, we need a bouncer in here immediately. Goldblatt's going crazy.
We need a bouncer in here pretty quick, Goldblatt.
Goldblatt, can you spare a bouncer or two?
Bull Black, can you spare a bouncer or three?
That bull's not black, and I need a bouncer in here.
That bull's not black, and that's my bouncer, so there.
That bull's not black, but that bouncer is.
That bull's not black, but that bouncer serves chips.
Here's some Cheetos for that bouncer's bowl.
Here's some Cheetos for that bouncer bowl.
Here's a cheat sheet for your bouncer bowl.
Here's the spreadsheet I got you for the bouncer bowl.
Hey, first annual bouncer bowl.
The first annual bouncer bowl.
The first answer honorable.
Your first answer was honorable.
Your first answer at least was honorable.
At least your first answer was honorable.
At least your first answer, what is your name, was honorable.
At least your first answer was honorable.
At least the first answer was honorable.
At Lisa's, the first dance. Welcome to Lisa's. The first dance is always honorable.
Lisa, the first dance is yours.
Lisa, the first dance is yours.
Elisa, the first dance is your father's.
Elisa Milano, the first dance is your father.
It's Alyssa Milano, and don't tell me to dance with my father.
At least you could have avoided correcting me on your name, Alicia.
Alicia, please don't embarrass me in front of the guests.
Alicia, please don't unferris me in front of the guests.
Alicia, please let's watch Ferris with all your guests.
A leech, sir. And a snail, sir.
A leech and a snail, it's what's for supper.
You'll be having a leech and a snail for supper.
We're starting off tonight with our leeches and snail supper.
Welcome, sir. May I start you off? May I recommend the leeches and snails?
Welcome, sire. Tonight, the thing you'll want is the leeches followed by the snails.
Sir Dick Van Dyke here. I'm just between shots in Mary Poppins. Anyway, I was wondering, sir, if you would like some leeches and snails.
Oh, leeches and snails, that's what's on the menu.
Leeches and snails is how we make our revenue.
Listen, leeches and snails gonna open this venue.
Leeches and snails gonna open their menu.
Hey, leeches and snails gonna open their menu pages.
Hey, at least my snail didn't open his menu.
Hey, at least my snail didn't go all over the menu.
Oh yeah, you say snails ain't allowed up in this restaurant. At least my snail didn't go on the menu.
At least my snail didn't go on the menu.
At least my snail didn't go on the menu.
At least my snag didn't get on the menu.
At least my snag didn't get on the menu.
At least the menu didn't snag me, if you know what I'm saying.
I ain't get snagged by that menu. If you
I'm
know
not
what
getting
I'm
snagged by no menu.
I just went up in that restaurant. I did not get snagged by the menu.
Oh, the old menu restaurant snag, not falling for it.
Nah, the old snag me with a restaurant, yeah.
Oh, snag me with a restaurant.
Snag me in the restroom.
All right, I'm going to slap you, and then we're going to a restaurant.
I'm going to slap you if you don't take me to the restroom.
Here's what's going to happen. I'm going to slap you, and then I'm going to take you out, and you'll forgive me.
Listen, I'm the most bored killer in the world. What I'm going to do is I'm going to slap you, and then I'm going to take you to the restroom, and I'm going to choke you, whatever.
I've been killing so long, even I'm bored, but here's what's going to happen. I'm going to kill you in a restroom.
Oh, God. I mean, how long have I been killing people? Do you really want to get to know me that well? First, I'm going to kill you. Then, whatever.
I mean, how long have I been killing? I can't even tell the tales, but let me take you to the restroom.
Listen. I've been killing people for a long time. You're going to need the restroom.
I've been killing people for a long time, but I am out of piano wire, so let's ask the restaurant if they have any.
I've been killing people for a long time, and yes, you are next. But first, can we just go eat over there?
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 Why can't we eat over there?
Why can't we eat over there?
What's wrong with over there?
What happened was over there?
Over there is where I like to go.
I liked it when we were eating over there.
What happened with all my food over there?
What happened the last time you came over here? We ate over there.
But we weren't over here. We were over there.
You remember? I remember last time when you came over here. We ate there.
We never ate there.
We never ate there.
We never ate there.
We never ate there.
What? How could you eat there? It's disgusting.
How could you find yourself eating there?
How could you find yourself eating there?
How could you find your love eating there?
How could you find your true love while you're eating there?
How could you find? You will never find true love if you eat there.
You will never find true love if you continue to eat like that there.
If you listen, you are never going to find true love if you continue to eat like that there.
You'll never find true love if you continue to eat there.
You're never going to find true love if you continue to eat like that there.
You'll never find true love. Where's my food? There.
You're never going to find true love. There.
You're never going to find true love. That's that.
You're never going to find true love. That's kind of love.
You're never going to find true love. That kind of love doesn't exist for you.
You're never going to find true love. That kind of love doesn't exist for you.
There's nothing but true love and rainbows in your future.
There's nothing but true love and rainbows in your future.
There's nothing but true love and bows and arrows in your future.
There's nothing but true love and Bose speakers in your future.
I loved Chuma and his Bose speakers.
I loved Chuma and his play. Bose speakers.
I loved Chuma and his play, Bose speakers.
I loved Chuma and his plague, but his speakers.
I love hearing Chuma do his play out of both speakers.
I love when people get up and leave in the middle of the show speakers.
When the show's speakers aren't finished, it doesn't matter who stays.
I thought you said those two guys were going to be funny in the speakers.
I thought the announcement said this was a comedy.
I didn't realize these guys had real mental illnesses.
Why weren't they transparent about their clear mental illness?
Why didn't anyone in the advertisement when I was going through Yelp tell me these two fucking guys were mentally ill?
I want to spend an hour on a Monday with two mentally ill people.
I think now is a good time to go.
I think now's a good time to go.
I think now's a good time to go.
I think 10 minutes was the best time to go.
I think 10 minutes ago was the best time to leave.
I think 10 minutes ago was 10 minutes too early. We should have left 20 minutes ago.
I think 20 minutes ago, we should have left.
I think we should leave.
I think you and I should leave.
I think we're done.
I think we should leave through this.
I think we should leave through this and we'll move on.
Let's just wrap this up.
We'll wrap this one up.
Let's wrap this one up.
Yes.
Eli! Sit down. right, so just quick, I mean, do you want to go right to the music, or do you want to do...
Well, we can.
I wanted to just when we text the clangs back and forth to each other, there's a lot of little code words and stuff that you have to use. Here's an issue that we have. We just decided to work it out in front of you guys. There's you send your clang and you get a laugh back, right? You get an L, or you get an LO, or you get an LOL, or you get an L, you get an LMAO. You get one smiley face. That's the least you can possibly get. Sometimes you get nothing.
I never used that text terminology until you brought me into being like a teenager.
Well,
text.
Welcome.
Yeah.
Welcome to the modern era.
And you send ones that you think, oh, this is a good one. I know if I know my friend and his sense of humor, this is going to get a laugh. And then you don't even get a smiley face.
Right.
It's crushing.
And so then you write TWGAL. Obviously.
Thought
it would have got a laugh.
Get a laugh. It's very
needy.
Passive-aggressive, needy.
It's needy.
I thought
I've used it.
That would get a laugh.
I've used it, and it's like you don't follow it up with anything. You're not allowed to argue or debate it, and the guy doesn't have to answer for it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because you just read it and you go, yeah, I'll bet you did talk that way. Think again, okay? And but you don't write that back.
No.
But how do you feel like I owe you I always feel like I owe you an explanation when I don't laugh.
Oh, well, generally I just assume you're distracted.
So, oh, good. You jumped to the conclusion that it's me.
Yeah.
That's why I didn't laugh.
Yeah,
that's smart.
Yeah.
It's a little bit misguided, but it's good.
Yeah. There's also a feeling that we, not everyone's Pascal Armand hypnitized by this. I remember.
Yeah. Why'd these people leave?
It's gonna bother you.
It really bothers me, man.
They like.
Did they really leave? Did somebody die?
We don't know what happened. They probably were like, he's not going to talk about How I Met Your Mother at all.
What is it?
No, we're out of here.
She's got some insight here.
No, I go on a train to New Jersey, and it was like the last train.
Oh, really?
Yeah. No, they didn't. They were
Oh,
not
you fuck.
What if this was the sweetest liar in the world? She just wanted to make us feel better, so she told a lie. But really?
So when they bought the tickets, forget it. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter to me.
It doesn't matter.
TWGAL.
They were like,
folks.
if we can get 45 minutes, we'll take it. Right? Don't you think that's what they thought?
I think that's good. No, that's fair. So, it goes back and forth, back and forth. I clang, and if you clang, you have to hit NC. Every single email and text back to each other
this
begins
is
with NC. NC : if it's real business, that has to go down because you don't want to get it clanged back to you.
Yeah. If you forget to write NC, non-clang, you can clang it.
You can clang it.
So, what time are we meeting tonight for the show?
Right.
What time are we meeting tonight for the chowder? Like you can clang it back.
But we've lost. That was obnoxious behavior in the beginning years ago. We pretty much have stopped, even if somebody accidentally does it.
Yeah.
But we still do NC.
You wrote me an intensely emotional. Oh, I clanged his birth announcement because he didn't write. Because his son was born. His son was born and he didn't write NC. So I was like, we're proud to pronounce the earth of.
I didn't give him a smiley
It was great,
face.
and then I was like, TWGAL.
All right, okay.
Let's switch places.
Okay, but if you want to, I think it's bad luck. That's what I'm going to say. We were down in Battery Park City one day, and we tried this other little game with each other. It's called fondling each other's
And we'd like to take you there. Picture Battery Park City, 2004.
Get out of here. Nice kick timing on the glass, though. No, seriously. We were looking at Battery Park City, sunset or whatever down there. It was like really. There's like the fort out there, so it seemed very. So I was like, why don't we just? Or he was. I don't know. Why don't we sing? I probably did it, right?
I don't know.
If it's funny, he did it.
No.
Oh, okay. I said, what if I just, you ever see how musicals always end? Like this big swell at the end of musicals, And I was like, why don't we just do alternating lines for the end of a musical and just see what we come up with, right? And so it was always the same beginning line, okay? And the first one went basically like this. As the ship rolled out from the harbor.
It was always, the musicals were always nautical. For some reason.
Well, we were
It
there.
was
It was
always
Battery
like
Park
a
City.
big ship going out and the woman on the, waving. And
I'll tell you, the first one literally was exactly these lines. As the ship rolled out from the harbor, and the men waved goodbye to the sail, they would never forget Admiral Farber and those days that they dozed on the Dale. That was it. That was the first one, right?
That's what we're going for. Something that perfect.
Right, something that perfect,
A
right?
gem.
And the first one wasn't really that perfect, but later when we clanged it back and forth and talked about it, we got it to that perfection. So now we're going to do some really shitty ones for you.
Yeah.
Off the cuff, just to see what happens.
They're
right?
not going to be as awesome as what you've just seen.
No.
Just so you know.
So if you have a train to New Jersey you need to
Yeah,
catch.
catch it now.
Oh, fuck out of here.
Catch it now.
Catch it now. Okay, here we go. Here we go.
Is it too high? It might be a little. Don't do it. Do it in the key we did it in before. Am I up first or you go first?
You go. You can go.
Where's my note, Eli? As the ship rolled out of the harbor,
And the men held their hats in their hands.
I waved to my beloved on the deep, dark shore.
And I said, I hope she understands.
And big lights, curtain.
That's the end of our first one, right?
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah, that's because, yeah. And I just want to thank you really for that tepid smattering of applause. Fucking jerks. You jerks.
I'd like to spend a couple $2 tonight watching two friends amuse themselves.
No, but the thing is,
Could I part with some money watching two friends do something they'd be doing by themselves anyway?
Is it true? We just wrap an audience around. But the hope is that it does find its completion. I will say this. I called you fucking jerks twice. But I don't mean that. What I mean is, you can't get a refund. But they'll be mad. They'll be mad. No. What I mean is, no, really. And the reason I can say all that is because what I really mean in my heart is that this doesn't really find its completion until you have fun with it with us. So really, that's very sincere. So now another bad musical ending. And I'll start this one. Ready? Sure, yes.
Oh, sure, yeah. I'm not good at this, by the way. No, I'm not like an expert at this one.
Oh,
Yeah.
don't bail out now. All right, give it to me again. I'm sorry. He was making excuses.
Not for you.
Oh, no. But I feel your pain. We're like Corsican clangers. All right. As the ship rolled
All right. That's not right. And the men grabbed their heads in shame.
all the women came down and lifted their shirts.
The men said, I love you, but I've forgotten your name.
Okay, yes. Is that okay? Okay, one more. Let's do one more of these. All right, here we go. Now, without thinking about it, no excuses. Here we go. Ready? Good. You.
As the ship rolled out, as the ship rolled out of the harbor,
The people knew that man on the deck,
well, he was a squirrely rascal.
and he looked like Mike Myers' character, Okay. All Are you ready? You ready to finish this up?
Yeah.
Okay, let's finish this up, and we're gonna go deeper now. Okay, now is when we're warmed up. Okay, all the bullshit is gone, and now
Don't
we're gonna
talk about them. That way they get a drink in New Jersey.
He was angry at that. They really hurt him.
What? No.
Yeah, when they left.
Really?
So we'll get a little red light, okay? And we're going to try to take you to, like, it's just a slightly different land, okay? I don't know if they have is the red gel in? Where is it?
Hold on. It's coming in.
We got a red gel coming in? Okay. All right, now give me, what's the last thing you looked up on Wikipedia?
Dwarfism.
Justin Bieber.
Dwarfism.
Justin Bieber dwarfism. Here we go. Hey man, Justin Bieber's a dwarf.
Justin Bieber's not a dwarf.
Justin Bieber's a dwarf.
Justin Bieber dwarfed me.
Justin Bieber's just dwarfed me.
Justin Bieber's dwarfed me.
You Star Trek wharfed me.
Hey, I'm gonna be down at the wharf with Justin Bieber.
Hey man, I'm gonna be down at the wharf if you need me.
Hey, man, I'm gonna be at Wharftown over if you need me.
Hey man, we're doing Man La Mancha over at Wharftown.
Hey man, we're eating Malamars in La Mancha if you need to.
Hey man, we're eating Malamars with Murphy if you want to come.
Hey man, Murphy got some Malamars. You in?
Hey man, Murphy stole my Malamars. Let's go get him.
Hey man, Murphy stole my Malamars. Let's go get him.
Hey man, Murphy stole my Malamars. Let's get him.
Hey man, Murphy slit my throat and then ate a Malamar. That's gross.
Hey man, Murphy slit my throat and then popped a Malamar in my neck.
Hey, the Malamar murderer's on the case again.
Hey man, the Malamar murderer's loose.
Hey, the Malamar murderer's loose.
Malamar murderer's loose.
Remember the Malamar murders?
You remember the Malamar murders?
Do you remember those Marmaduke murders?
Do I remember the Marmaduke murders? I committed them.
Do I remember the Marmaduke murders? I lived them.
Did I remember the Marmaduke murders? I'm in them.
I don't need to remember the Marmaduke murders. I was murdered in them.
I don't need to remember your name, Marmaduke. I'm in you.
I don't care if you are a Duke, Marmaduke. I'm in you.
Oh, we put some marmalade on the Duke, and now somebody's in somebody.
I don't think marmalade on the head makes you a Duke.
Yeah, welcome to the party. But I don't think marmalade on the head of your penis is a costume.
I second what he said about your costume. Marmalade's lazy.
We're just going to call you Marmalade.
We're just going to call you Mama Lazy.
Hey, we're just going to call you Mama Lazy.
Hey, Papa Lazy.
Hey, why don't you just pop a lazy and then No, seriously, pull up a lazy boy and come talk to me.
Oh my God. Sit in the lazy boy and talk to Papa.
No, why don't you sit in the lazy boy and talk to your lazy papa?
What? Who you calling lazy? I'm your papa.
Who the hell are you calling lazy? Now let me just sit here and then talk to Papa.
Who are you calling lazy just because I ate nothing but Papa John's?
Who are you calling LASIK surgery just because I got my eyes fixed?
Right, I got my eyes fixed. I know that's Cagney and Lacey.
I got my eyes fixed. I know Cagney and Lacey when I see him.
Wait, I just got my eyes fixed. I can tell the difference between Cagney and Lacey.
Look, I don't need my eyes to tell the difference between Cagney and Lacey.
I don't need my eyes. I know the voices of Cagney and Lacey.
Look, I can close my eyes and tell you Cagney and Lacey.
I don't need my eyes to tell you that with Maggie Lacey.
I can lose my eyes and still know it was Maggie Lacey.
I can feel in my heart that Maggie Lacey's here.
I can just feel it in my heart that Magistrate Lacey was here.
I can feel it in my heart when the magistrate has laced me up.
I could just feel it in my heart that the magistrate's food was laced with poison.
As the magistrate's food taster, I can tell this is poisoned.
As the magistrate's chief food taster, I think...
As the magistrate's chief food taster, I know you know don't eat this.
As the magistrate's chief food taster, I quit.
I quit. Find another magistrate.
I quit. Find another magistrate.
You'll have to find yourself another magistrate. I quit.
Don't you tell me I can't quit. I'm the goddamn magistrate.
I'm the magistrate, and this is my magisterial kingdom, and I won't quit.
Now that you're giving me this big speech, I guess I won't quit.
Now that the speechifying is done, I guess we can get to work.
Now we can roll up our silken robes and get to work.
Now we can roll up your silken robe and stop working.
Now we can Hey, babe, let's roll up the old silken robes and start working.
Hey, let's roll up the old silken robes and start smoking them.
Ooh, let's roll up the old silken corn husks and start smoking them.
Hey, let's smoke a couple corn husks.
Hey, man, me and you, let's just go smoke some corn husks.
Listen, man, I want to husk some corn and then I want to just hang out.
Listen, man, I just came to this farm. Only thing I wanted was to husk some corn.
This is the only thing I want to do on this farm was hug corn.
Listen, I only came here to hug your corn.
I came here to do two things: hug corn and hug you.
There was only two people I wanted to hug, you and corn.
Now stop calling corn people and start hugging me.
Now, hey, if you're going to hug me, you're going to agree that corn is people.
If you're going to hug me, you got to agree that Soylent Green is people.
Hey, look, I brought you out here to this Charlton Heston Film Festival in the cornfield just so you and I could hug.
Charlton Heston works particularly well in corn.
So, Charlton Heston ain't working in this town no more.
Charlton Heston hasn't worked for years.
Charlene Heston ain't going to work here no more.
Charlene the Hester won't be working for us anymore.
Charlene is going to be playing Hester Prynne in the corn.
Charlene's going to be playing Hester Prynne in the Scarlet Sea.
Ooh, Charlene in the Scarlet Sea.
Charlene Scarlet Sea.
Charlene Scarlet Sea.
Charlene vitamin C deficient.
Charlene, by the look of your eyes, you are vitamin deficient.
I challenge you to have some more vitamins.
Charlene, I challenge you to take care of your health.
Charlene, it's not that much of a challenge. Take care of your health.
Charlene, it's not that difficult to take care of your health.
It's not that health is the best wealth.
Health is wealth.
Health is wealth.
Health is wealth.
Helter skelter is all well.
Well, when you get to the bottom, you go back to the top of your health.
When you get to the bottom, you know you're at the top.
When you get to the bottom, that's the only way you can go is up.
It's counterintuitive, but when you're at the bottom, you're actually at the top.
It's counterintuitive, but when you start here, we start you at the bottom, which we call the top.
It's counterproductive, but the top is not the same as the bottom.
It's counterproductive, some of us have decided to have you work here.
It's counterproductive, but you're done working here.
You know, this hurts us more than it hurts you, but you're fired.
This hurts me way more than it's going to hurt your family, but you're fired.
This hurts your family a lot more than it hurts Westinghouse, but you're gone.
This is going to hurt your family more than anyone, but I don't mind very much. You're fired.
I would, if you don't mind, I'd like to hurt your family more than anyone.
Your family has wronged me, and I'd like to hurt them.
Sir, I'm here on a Saturday morning to ask if I could hurt your family.
So, just a quick question about your family. Are they hurtable?
Oh, Josh Radner, quick question.
Yes.
Can I hurt your family?
Dion, a quick question.
Yes.
Can I hurt your family?
Josh Radner, quick question.
Yeah.
Did you hurt my family?
Dion, quick question. Did you hurt my family?
Josh, quick question. Did you hurt my family?
Josh, I heard you had a quintuplet hermaphrodites.
Josh, I heard you had a whole bushel of hermaphrodites.
I heard this is where I go to get hermaphrodites.
Is this where I go to get hermaphrodites?
Is this where the hermaphrodites are?
Sir, is this where I find the she-males?
Is this where I drop off my mail?
Is this where I drop off my shmail?
Shmail. Ishmael.
Ishmael. Call me
Shmail.
Call me Shmail.
Call me Shmail.
Call me, let me think. Call me Shmail.
Don't call me email.
Hey, don't call me. Email me.
Call me, email me, text, whatever.
Hey, if you want to get in touch with me, just email me.
If you want to get in touch with me, there's this new thing, it's called email.
Hey, if you want to get in touch with me, email my balls.
If you want to touch my balls, email my mother.
Hey, if you think you got Ebola, you can call my balls.
If you think you got Ebola, it probably will start in your balls.
If you got Ebola, it probably starts your balls.
If you got to eat a bowl of balls, better start early.
If you wake up and you got starchy balls, you better eat something.
I got the old starchy balls.
I got those old starchy balls.
I got those old starchy balls.
I got those old starchy balls.
I got to start my balls.
I got to start my balls.
I got to star at your balls.
I got to star in the ball.
I'm starring in your ball play.
I'm starring in a play called Ball Play.
If you're not doing anything, I'm starring in a play called Ball Play.
If you got a few minutes, it's downtown. It's a naked play. A lot of naked. It's called ball play.
It's not. I don't know. It's not the best play in the world, but there is a lot of balls in it.
If you got some free time and whatever, it doesn't matter. But anyway, it's called ball play, and I'm just playing with balls.
If you're a theater fan and you want to see me play with balls, come on down.
If you're not doing nothing and you're not easily offended, I'm in a show. Anyway, it's called ball play.
If you're not easily offended and you want to watch my friend Dion, he's playing with a lot of balls in a play called ball play.
If you're not an Eagle Scout and you're not offended, I'm in a play with Josh called Just Playing with My Balls.
I'm in a play with Dion and a bunch of Eagle Scouts, and it's called Us and a Bunch of Eagle Scouts Playing with Our Balls.
I'm in a play called Playing with Your Balsa.
Who cares? I'm in a play called Playing with Balsa.
Who cares, man? At least I'm in a play, and it's called Playing with Balsa Wood.
Look, you got to start somewhere, so I'm doing a play called Playing with Balsa Wood.
Look, man, I just wanted to start out. They just said get what you can get. I'm in a play called Play Balsa Wood.
Look, I'm in a play called Balsa Wood, but I'm understudying. The Balsa Wood.
I'm in an HBO series called Dead Balsa Wood.
You might have heard of HBO. I'm doing a series for them called Balsa Wood.
No, it's going to be on HBO. I don't like to brag or anything. It's called Playing with Dead Balsa Wood.
It's a new HBO series about Balsa Wood called Playing Dead.
Just imagine you're a piece of wood. You're on the beach. Okay, ready, go.
Okay, you're on a beach and there's wood and it looks dead. What do you do?
Okay, here's the scene. Here's the scene. You're just a piece of wood, okay, and you're dead. Go.
Listen. You're a pizza. You're a pizza on top of wood.
Go. Okay, listen. You're a Hollywood pizza. You got cigarette butts in you, lipstick, and high heels. Go.
Okay. You're a high-heeled pizza. You're in Hollywood, and you gotta get going.
You're nothing. You're nothing. You're nothing but a high heel. Oh, look at Mr. High-Heeled Pizza.
Well, if it isn't pizza, it's Mr. Stiletto Pizza.
Oh. As soon as the pizza's over, somebody has to put their heels on.
Oh, Sinister Pizza Man and his heels are on.
Oh. Look at Mr. Sinister Pizza Heels.
Oh, if it isn't Mr. Sinister Pizza Heels.
Oh, if we didn't miss the sin on the pizza heels.
Listen, Sinister Pizza Heels.
Sinister, you're the bravest bad guy in the galaxy, but pizza heals you.
Listen, Minister, thank you for the pizza and thank you for the healing.
Minister, I'd just like to say thank you for all the pizza you've given everyone in the parish.
Minister, you've ministered to the poor and you've brought us pizza. Thank you.
Minister, I have to say, your sermon's terrible. The pizza, great.
Minotaur, here's some pizza. Don't kill me.
Minotaur, we're very happy that you brought us this pizza, but you can't preach in the church.
Minotaur, keep the preaching down. You're in a synagogue.
Minotaur, keep your voice down. You're in a labyrinth.
All right, keep it down, Minotaur.
Okay, Minotaur, keep it down.
Okay, we're going to Minotaur and feather you.
Okay, mini person, we're going to Minotaur and feather you.
Okay, we're just going to miniaturize you, and then we're going to cover you in feathers.
Okay, listen, here's the idea. We're going to miniaturize you, and then we're going to cover you in feathers.
Okay, we're going to miniaturize you, and then you're going to cover him in feathers.
Ah, here's what we'll do. We'll miniaturize you, and you'll cover me in feathers.
Okay, here's what we're going to do. We're going to roll around in feathers, and then we're going to miniaturize each other.
Oh, man, I'm so glad you came over. Let's miniaturize each other and cover each other in feathers.
Let's get real small and play with feathers.
Hey, I got an idea. Let's get real small and play with leather.
Let's get ourselves real small and bound in leather.
Let's pretend like we're really small and made of leather.
When I was real small, we used to get into my mom's leather.
Back when I was very small, my mother was always in a lather.
Back when I was very small, my mother was quite often in a lather.
Back when I was varicose, my mother was always in a blather.
Back when my mother, Glenn Close, was a youngster, she was covered in lather.
Back when my mother, Glenn, not so close, was in a leather. I can't.
You can.
I can't, but you can.
I can't, but feel free.
I'd like to leave you with a message. I can't, but you're free.
Listen, just because I can't, it means you probably can't either.
Just because I'm shackled to these limitations doesn't mean you're not.
Just because I'm limited, son, probably means you will be.
Son, just because your father never made anything out of himself doesn't mean you're going anywhere.
Son, just because your father never made anything of himself, it doesn't give you the right to try.
Son, just because your father likes to drink doesn't mean that you shouldn't.
Son, just because your drink ruined your father's life, it means it won't ruin yours.
Yeah, son, just because this fudge drink ruined your father's life doesn't mean you should.
Son, yes, I put all your college tuition into the fudge drink, and I apologize.
Son, okay, fine, you're not going to college, but you can do all skate.
Son, you can do lots of learning in your dad's fudge drink. You don't need college.
Son, fudge drink. Number one, you're not going to school.
Son, who needs school? You're all the fudge you can eat.
Son, don't eat the floor.
Son, if you eat the fudge floor, we'll have no fudge drink.
Son, get it? Fudge drink. Fudge drink. Don't eat the floor.
You know what's a fun drink? Floor cola.
Fun drink, fun drink. Oh, the floor.
Oh, the floor.
Oh, the floor.
We've hit the floor.
We've hit the floor.
Fleur de lis.
Oh, we've hit the fleur de lis.
The fleur de lis. I choose the fleur de lis.
If I had to choose, it would be the fleur de
If
lis.
I had to make a choice right now, it would be the fleur de lis.
I don't know. I'm French. If I had to choose, I guess it would be the fleur de lis.
I would go with the Paisley.
I would go with the Rick Paisley.
I would go with the Ric Flair.
I would go with the Rick Roll.
I would go with the Rick Rubin.
I would go with the Rick Astley.
I would go with the Ashley Madison.
I would go with the Backstreet of Madison.
I would go with the Backstreet Boys on Madison Avenue.
I would go with the Backstreet Boys if you can take me to Madison.
I would go with Madison, and then I'd get back on the street.
I'd go to Madison if you could take me to Tobacco Street.
I'll put Madison back on the street, and then we'll get some tobacco.
I was the one that put Madison on the street.
I was the one who put Madison on the street.
I was the one that put the Madison on the street.
I was the one who put the mouse on every street corner.
I've put mice on every street in this city.
I put mice on every street in this city.
I put malware into every mouse in this corner.
I put Malamars in every mouth in this house.
I put Malamars in every neck on every mouse on every corner in this town.
I'm the Malamar maven, and I stand by it.
I'm the Malamar King.
I'm the Malamar King.
I'm the Malamar Kean.
I'm the Malamar Kean.
The Malamar Kean would please come forward.
If the Malamar Kean would please raise your hand.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Malamar Kean.
The Malamar Kean.
The Malamar Kean.
The mellow marquee sounds of Kean.
Ladies and gentlemen, Michael McKean.
Ladies and gentlemen, Michael McKean.
Ladies and gentlemen, Don McLean.
Ladies and gentlemen, the sound stylings of Don McLean.
Ladies and gentlemen, the stylings of Doug McCain.
Ladies and gentlemen, the song stylings of Don King.
Ladies and gentlemen, the song stylings of Doug McCain.
Ladies and gentlemen, Doug McQueen.
Ladies and gentlemen, did all of his own stunts, Doug McQueen.
Ladies and gentlemen, the man and the stuntman, Steve McQueen.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're not half the man Steve McQueen is.
You're like twice the man Steve McQueen was.
You're twice the man Steve McQueen is.
You're twice the man Steve McQueen lives.
I've seen the Mets twice, and Steve McQueen lived.
I have net season tickets, and Steve McQueen lives.
I have met the season of my destruction, and Steve McQueen is the author.
I've watched all of season 1 of Steve McQueen author.
I've watched the complete first season of Steve McQueen is.
I've watched the complete first season of Steve McKing is.
I've watched the complete first season of Stephen King's Whiz.
I've watched all of season 2 of Stephen King's Wizard.
I love Stephen King's interpretation of Wizard. How about you?
I'm a big Stephen King fan, especially when he deals with wizards.
I'm a big Stephen King fan.
I just ate that whole Stephen King flan.
Welcome to Horror Pancakes. I'll take the Anne Rice waffles, please.
Yes, I'll have the Anne Rice waffles.
I'll have the Anne Rice waffles.
I'm having the Anne Rice waffles.
I've got Anne Rice waffles.
I've got a bad case of Anne Rice waffles.
Ladies and gentlemen, Lord and Lady, Anne Rice waffle.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Archduke Lord waffle.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's all just take a hard puke and then Lord waffle.
You need to take a good look at your Lord waffle that's inside you.
You need to take a good hard puke, son, and then look at your Lord waffle.
Hard liquor has made me puke for the last time, Dad.
Son, you've not puked for the last time.
Son, this won't be the last time.
Son, this won't be the last time.
Son, You're going to need to deal with your lust,
Son, you need to deal with your compulsive masturbation, son.
Dion, you need to deal with your compulsive masturbation.
Josh, you need to deal with your compulsive masturbating son.
Dion, you need to stop telling everyone about your compulsive masturbation.
Josh, you need to stop telling me about your compulsive Mr. Wilson.
Your Mr. Wilson is compulsive.
I think your Mr. Wilson is a perfectly good impression. I don't like your Mr. Wilson.
I like your Mr. Wolfson. I don't like your Mr. Wilson.
I like your Mr. Wolfson. I don't like you as Mr. Woodson.
I don't like when you play him. I like when you play her.
I like when you play a her, but I don't like when you play a heeb.
I think you're not as believable at playing Jews, but you're very believable at playing others.
You are the... I like when you play someone of an indistinct ethnic ancestry, but I don't like when you play Jews.
You're less good at specific and you're better at general.
You're terrific when you're specific, but when you're general, you're Benral.
You're terrific when you're specific, but when you're general, take some Benadryl.
Oh, General Benadryl. Yes, sir.
Yes, General Benadryl reporting for duty.
General Benadryl reporting for duty, sir.
General Benadryl reporting. Oh,
General Benadryl reporting. Sir, I've invented something to help the troops with their
stop
colds.
it! General Benadryl, step back.
Well, it's just General Benadryl here.
General Benadryl.
Generally Benadryl.
I'm generally better.
My genitals are bending.
My genitals are better than they were, but they're still bent.
Okay, I'll admit, my genitals are generally bending.
Listen, I have bent genitals, but other than that, I'm a catch.
Look, my genitals are bent, but I'm hell around corners.
Hey. Who among us doesn't have the bent genital?
Well, you know what my girl used to call mine was the old bent general.
Goes a little to the left. It's the old bent genital roll.
My old bent general's sadly seated on two old duffel bags.
These two duffel bags have been a wonderful perch for the old bent genital.
These two duffel bags hold a mighty general.
These two old duffel bags hold a mighty general.
These old dusty bags here. Do you see these dusty bags, son?
Yes.
Well, take a look around, son. This is the last time you'll see them.
Say goodbye to the dusty general bag duffels. They're retiring.
Say goodbye, son.
Say goodbye, son.
Say good bison.
Goodbye, son.
Say good bison.
That's a good bison.
That's a good bison. That's a bad bison.
I know a good bison when I see one, and that's not one of them.
Bad bison.
Bad bison.
Bad
Bad
bison.
bison.
Me, chief. Bad bison.
Stop.
Bad bison.
Bison.
Bad bison.
Bad bison.
Bad bison.
Good bison.
All right, good bison.
Good bison.
Be bison.
Me bison.
Be bison.
Me bison.
I need the Visine. Anybody, I need the smoke. Anybody got a little, I got the high small bong, it's a high in Italy. Visine. It'll get the red out.
When you have the Justin Bieber dwarf. Was that where we started?
Justin Bieber dwarf?
Yeah.
Justin Bieber dwarf, yeah.
That's how this started?
Yeah.
Oh.
I think I said something else, though.
Oh.
Yeah.
Justin Bieber dwarf!
You sit down. Yeah. We'll sing with them. We'll sing with them. Say, you guys, thank you so much for coming out. Some of you probably that know us probably love us a little less than you did before. Whatever you think of us, please just hold it in your hearts and keep it to yourselves. Except for the great camera guys that are here tonight. They're going to be outside. If you have a minute or two when you're walking out, they're going to just ask you. And if you fucking hated this, okay, say that in the camera. It doesn't matter. We just want your passionate response to this. Because we've never been able to really describe what it is, and we're trying to tell people for something that's mysterious, and I can't tell you.
And if you want to send people, we're doing it again, what, Saturday night?
We're doing it Saturday night. Yeah. Eli's going to be with us, right? That's great. Eli's going to be with us. I cannot thank you guys enough for coming out here. Because you know what? We've revealed to you a little bit of our insanity. It's like you really saw like what we do when you're not around.
But if we didn't do this, we'd be misbehaving in all sorts of ways.
We'd be making love. This keeps us separate. Okay.
You know, I just also like to say, what we always try to talk about this is like we get to this deep place around like we really unpack clanging and what it means. And in some ways, you know what it feels like to me? You know when you're with your like best friend and there's no awkward pause, like because you just get really excited to share back and forth, and that's what clanging is, you know, metaphorically. It's just the song that never ends, kind of. And to me, I just really love Dion a lot, and he means a lot to me as a friend. So it's nice to be able to do this with him and invite people to just watch, because we'd be doing it anyway, like you said.
Well, you know, I feel the same way about Josh. I'm not good at saying I love you, and Josh is not good at being hugged. Okay, so
but listen, this is how he hugs you. He hugs you like this, right? It's already creepy, and then he holds it, and then he breathes. He comes up behind.
Look at his body.
No.
Look at his whole
I'm
body.
not good at when people touch my neck.
Oh, look at his whole body. All right, I don't mean to cross that boundary. God, that's my way of saying I love you.
I love you.
He's terrible at, like, physical. I've tried many times.
I don't think that's right. He's an inappropriate toucher.
Okay.
I'll leave you with that.
Fair enough. I'll leave you with
I'll hug
this.
all of you guys. It's not this one.
I really will leave you with this. He's married and has